Hello everybody and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today we are going to speak about the solar eclipse. It will be on 25th of October 2022. So this solar eclipse will be in the zodiac sign of Libra. Just to mention that we are speaking about Vedic astrology, we are not speaking about Western astrology. Vedic and Western astrology, they are different type of astrologies. They are using different calculations. Tropical system is used by the Western astrology, and the sidereal, which is the real astronomical position of your planets, the sidereal system is used by the Vedic astrology. Of course, if you want to know more about Vedic astrology, you can check my book Vedic Astrology is in Simple. It is in Amazon, or if you want to become a Vedic astrologer, you can check my online course Vedic Astrology for Beginners. It is down in the links, so it is really good. It's with pre-recorded videos, so you can listen and you can study. There is PDF and of course tests. After every lesson there is tests. You can check. The first 2 lessons are free, I think. So, the solar eclipse on October 25th, 2022 will be in the sign of Libra. As you probably know, if you are following Vedic astrology, Rahu and Ketu, this is the north and the south node of the moon, are the points, the grahas, the planets that are causing these eclipses. That's why they are very important. Together with Saturn, together with Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu are the points that are changing the energy with their movement, with their transits. They are changing the energy in our life. In April, I think 30th of April 2022, there was another solar eclipse, but in April, in the solar eclipse, there was the planets that were taking part were Rahu, Sun and Moon. Rahu is the north node of the moon, and Rahu, basically, I love Rahu, to be honest. This is the point that is related with obsession, with material gains, with to become the best, to become the king. So this is everything material, everything to develop yourself, to be the best, to manipulate in order to be the best. But Rahu, if it's in a good sign, gives you a lot of success in life. This time, on 25th of October, unfortunately, Ketu will take part in this eclipse. This is the south node of the moon. Sun, Ketu, Moon, and of course Venus will take part. It's not of course, but this time Venus will take part in the eclipse. And Ketu is more difficult planet. I have always said that Ketu is my least favorite planet. Ketu is Moksha Karka. It is related with spiritual liberation. It is connected with spiritual lessons. And on this planet Earth, the spiritual lessons comes with sorrow, with pain. So Ketu is the planet of detachment, isolation, terrorist attacks, mass catastrophes, sickness, illnesses, what else? Again, healing. Ketu is related with healing too, if it's in a good sign. So, in this eclipse on 25th of October, Sun, Moon will be together with Ketu, and Ketu is really difficult planet. So, I think there can be some issues and some losses and detachments and spiritual lessons that we will need to see on the planet Earth. Of course, the eclipse will happen in Libra, as I told you, according to Vedic astrology. Libra is the sign of beauty, love, romance. This is the spouse. This is the marriage, the harmony, the justice. So when we have eclipse with Ketu, Sun, Moon here, and Venus, I think there will be a lack of harmony. There will be disturbance in the balance. We will fight for balance. We will fight for love. We will fight for harmony and justice. So yeah, it is very important. This eclipse will have effect in the next few months. From October, in the next 4 or 5 months, the effect of this eclipse will be felt over on us, and it will be over on us. So we will see events and things in the world that will cause disturbance in the fields of harmony, love, justice, trade, maybe marketplace too, because Libra is the sign of the market, the sign of trade. And this speaks again that there can be some big financial crisis, and of course Mars retrograde in Taurus can cause financial issues too. So I expect one winter that can be a little bit more tough. Of course, every eclipse have some rules to judge in order to judge it in the correct way. The first thing that you have to check is the line of the eclipse. The line of eclipse, I wrote to the countries that this is the most strongest point. The line of the eclipse is the place where you feel the eclipse, where you can see the eclipse. It will be visible in Europe, Middle East, Western Asia, India, Western China, Northeast Africa. So definitely the solar eclipse on 25th of October will be felt on these regions. Of course, whether you will feel it and how this will influence on your life depends entirely on your natal chart and your dasha. If you are in the dasha of Sun, Moon, Ketu, Venus, you can feel it stronger. If you have planets in Libra, especially somewhere between Sun, Moon and Ketu, you will feel the eclipse. So you have to be careful. And of course you have to check the ruler of Libra, Venus. Where is your Venus? If it's strong, this means that you have a strong background on which you can step, and the influence of this eclipse may be more positive than negative. Okay, so now we are going to check for all ascendants and for all moon sign, where is your eclipse. You can expect there disturbance in the balance, harmony, love, even trade, market, justice, so be careful. So now ascendant, you have to check the ascendant and the moon sign. For Aries ascendant and moon sign, the eclipse will be in your 7th house. This is the house of your marriage, of your spouse, so be careful. There can be some issues and problems. For Taurus ascendant and moon, the eclipse will be in your 6th house. This is the house of your health, co-workers, daily life, routine, diet, serving, problems, conflicts, so be careful here. There can be problems with your health, there can be problems with your work, there can be problems with conflicts, and it's not good time to take debts. For Gemini people, the eclipse will be in your 5th house. This is the house of love, romance, investment, children. Be careful in this field. There can be some issues with your dating life, with your children. I forgot to say this at the beginning, but Ketu is the planet of the past. So people from the past may appear here that you have loved before. There can be more karmic. This doesn't mean that this will bring you happiness. They can give you lesson, okay? Of course, they can bring you happiness too, depends on your chart. For Cancer people, the eclipse will be in your 4th house. This is the house of mother, homeland, house, land, so be careful. There can be some issues with your home, with your mother, disturbance, scandals maybe. There may be no harmony there. For Leo ascendant and moon, this eclipse will be in your 3rd house. This is the house of brothers and sisters younger than you, traveling, communication. Be careful with your business, hobby, what you're doing with your body. You have to be careful. There can be problems with your communication, with your traveling. You have to be careful with your brothers and sisters, with your cousins, with your friends, circles. There can be issues in this field. If you have business, there can be issue too. For Virgo ascendant and moon, the eclipse will be in your 2nd house. This is the house of your family, of your money. There can be loss around your family and money field, so you have to be careful in this time. Not to spend a lot of money. Take care of your family. For Libra ascendant and moon, the eclipse will be over your ascendant. So this is very important. You have to pay attention to your inner and outer world. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your inner world. Heal the wounds. Be careful how you drive, what you are doing, in order not to hurt yourself. Take care of you, because you may feel disturbed, you may feel frustrated, you may feel disbalanced. So it is a good period, for example, to go to psychologist, to read more about occult mysticism, because Ketu is spirituality, it's occult, it's mysticism, and this will help you. For all Scorpio Ascendant and Moon sign, Ketu will be retrograde in your 12th house. This is the house of foreign lands, the house of foreigners, different cultures, loss, expenditure, unconscious mind, everything that is behind the curtains. So be careful with your inner world. Again, maybe you have problems sleeping, maybe you'll be disturbed, that you will not have peace, problems with your subconscious mind will appear on the surface, so you need to heal them. And if you go abroad, be careful, because there can be problems with foreign lands and foreigners. Don't go to dark places too. Sagittarius Moon and Sagittarius Ascendant. The eclipse will be in your 11th house. This is the house of income, professional circles, friends, problems with your work, problems with your income, problems, disbalance, destroying of harmony related with your friends, older siblings, professional circles. If you have followers, for example, if you're a YouTuber and you have followers, be careful, because you can lose some followers. Capricorn people, Ascendant and Moon, the eclipse will be in your 10th house. This is the house of your career, the house of your work, CEO, management, government. So be careful here. You can have problems with your workplace and with your managers too. Aquarius Moon and Aquarius Ascendant. The eclipse is in your 9th house. This is the house of father, religion, philosophy, traveling. So you can have education, so you can have issues there. Be careful how you study. Be careful what you're doing. Maybe there will be problems with teachers, education, father. Be careful here. And Pisces Moon and Ascendant, the eclipse is in your 8th house. This is the house of death, transformation, the house of scandals, the house of hidden world. So be careful with your inner world, your hidden world. It's good to go to psychologists. It is good to read about occult mysticism, and if you have business in occult and mysticism, you can have success here, because 8th house is the house of occult, astrology, psychology, and Ketu here with this eclipse can bring success in this field. But there can be issues, psychological issues. You have to be careful not to hurt yourself, because there can be surgery. You have to be careful not to how you treat your in-laws. If you work with other people's money, you have to be careful about that. So this is the general prediction of the eclipse. Of course, everything depends on your dasha and your chart. If you need to go to astrologer, you can check my different consultations in astrology, www.astrology-coaching.com. And if you want to know more about your natal chart, how the eclipse will affect you, you can do that and order a consultation. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. Don't worry about that. We will have to think in a positive way, and everything will be okay. Okay, bye for now.